Shamima Begum was a 15-year-old girl who, with two other teenage high school friends, was trafficked and manipulated into joining Daesh, or wrongly named Islamic State, which were part of a wider Syrian civil war conflict which still goes on today. She could only have done this by the failures of the British authorities and the British government. Her local member of parliament, who was a Labour MP, complained directly to the Home Secretary at the time, who was Theresa May, if one is not mistaken. The British authorities did not respond to this, nor did the British police, and Shamima Begum was part of many thousands who were manipulated and trafficked and recruited into violent death squads. They were actually encouraged very much so by the British government and media, who were vested and led the conflicts in Libya in 2011 and closely followed by Syria that same year. Now Shamima Begum is in a refugee camp. She's lost several young children that she's given birth to. She was a 15-year-old who was trafficked, who was manipulated and recruited into a violent gang, who crossed borders through Turkey into Syria like thousands of others. And again, this whole situation points to the issue of collusion, where state authorities are colluding with violent militias and death squads for their own strategic interests. So very much so, the British government and media in the conflicts in Libya and Syria in 2011 were openly encouraging young people to go and pick up weapons in line with their foreign policy at the time, including one young man who came back and he blew up young girls, mostly at the Ariana Grande concert in Manchester. Shamima Begum was stripped of her British nationality in 2019. And now, since she's become very much weaponized by the Tories in their racist, white supremacist culture war, that serves to distract and deflect from their own culpability and growing scandals and oppression and corruption, and trying to deflect it onto the most vulnerable people in society, be it Shamima Begum in a refugee camp being stripped of her citizenship in northern Syria, be it asylum seekers coming here legitimately seeking asylum and application to that on small boats, and so on and so forth. Over 900 people who were recruited into Daesh into Syria have already returned to Britain. So again, this points to the fact that Shamima Begum's case has been very much instrumentalized in a very disgusting manner by the far-right Tory regime here in Britain.